What's up, everybody? Dice Sports here, and we're doing the Bills 2018 free agency grade. And let's see who they lost. They lost their starting middle linebacker, Preston Brown, who had a career high of 84 tackles in the 2016-17 regular season. 2017-18 regular season. They also lost cornerback Shareece Wright, who had a pretty decent season. He had an interception, 5 pass deflections, a forced fumble and fumble recovery, and 35 tackles. That was a pretty productive season considering he only played in 12 games and started 5. Really good really good nickel corner. Shareece Wright, very productive. They really lost a lot on defense. They also lost cornerbacks E.J. Gaines. E.J. Gaines had an interception last year in only 11 games played. So you can see the injuries are really taking tolls on them. He had 48 tackles, 3 forced fumbles, 9 pass deflections, and an interception in 11 games. So Shareece Wright and E.J. Gaines both playing really, really good, but they just couldn't pull full seasons together, and I'm not sure if that's why the Bills get rid of them. But it's not looking too good for the Bills right now. You get rid of E.J. Gaines and Shareece Wright, who were pretty decent corners, productive. Preston Brown, nothing too fancy, career high in tackles in the season at least. That's something to look at. And you let go of a receiver like Deonte Thompson. He didn't have much though. He did play pretty decent in Chicago. Then, just as last season, played with Chicago, and then they traded him to the Bills, I believe. And he just not that good. That's really not a bad release by them. That kind of helps them out by getting rid of Deonte Thompson, because now they can keep the 2 rookies they drafted, possibly. They also lost Seantrel Henderson. That's some offensive tackle depth they're losing. That's huge because they needed offensive line help. They missed out on some middle linebackers in free agency because they didn't want to pay them the amount of money that they wanted. And they weren't that big of contracts either. It's not like they were huge contracts that Sammy Watkins got or anything. I think they were very affordable, but the Bills just for some reason are cheap. And these 2 are huge. Not only do you lose 2 productive corners, you also lose Aaron Williams, a 28-year-old safety who has been pretty good for you guys. You also had James Ihedigbo, who retired at the age of 34. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's just been phenomenal throughout his career. He's been pretty good. I mean, I don't know about Hall of Fame worthy. I wouldn't go that far, but he has had a very productive career. So 2 safeties retiring, that is huge to their defensive back. The Bills' defense really took a hit here in free agency. But, and they also traded away Tyrod Taylor. And then, let's see who they added. They re-signed Kyle Williams, one of their best defensive tackles in franchise history. Then they signed Star Lotulelei from the Panthers. That is a very good signing in my opinion. But they really need him. I know they signed him before the draft. So now they have Kyle Williams, Star Lotulelei, Harrison Phillips, and Adolphus Washington at defensive tackle. Not really sure how that's going to work unless Adolphus Washington is moved to defensive end, or if he did play defensive end. Not really sure how flexible he is. Maybe he did play some defensive end last year and I just didn't know. They also got Trent Murphy at defensive end and A.J. McCarron for quarterback. That is a very nice pickup for him. And Vontae Davis at cornerback. That is huge. They needed that. That was a great signing. They also got Chris Ivory, very productive running back. Russell Bodine, who was a starting center last year and will most likely going to start for them. I 99.99% sure he is going to start for them unless he gets injured. Marshall Newhouse, an offensive tackle, for that depth on the offensive line. They also signed Raphael Bush, a safety, veteran safety, who's been pretty okay as a backup, but he's going to be getting some playing time now that Aaron Williams and James Ihedebo both retired. Then you got Philip Gaines. Then they also signed Philip Gaines, a cornerback who's been a backup his whole career. So not really sure how that signing is going to work out, but a pretty decent free agency. They did lose a lot, but then they also did sign a lot of good things, good players to help out their defense and team in general. So I'm going to give their grade, free agency grade, is going to be a B. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. And turn on those post notifications for the next one.